situation?
I'm so proud of him. So happy for him. Got emotional in my little post-game speech out there. Just the trials and tribulations that he's been throughout this year. Obviously missing one early in the day, hitting the pole on another. You know, he could easily put it in the tank, and 61-yard field goal to win a game against a division rival.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. The Miami Dolphins took little solace from the realization that their most complete performance of the season wasn't good enough. A 30-27 loss to the Buffalo Bills on Sunday wasn't the first time the Dolphins came up short against their AFC East rivals, but this one might sting a little bit more given the circumstances. The Dolphins lost on a field goal in the final seconds for the second straight week. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins matched Josh Allen and the Bills in a back-and-forth second half, only to watch as Buffalo's Tyler Bass hit a franchise record 61-yard field goal with 5 seconds remaining. Tua had the most efficient outing of his career, completing 89% of his passes, 25 of 28 for 235 yards.
Josh, what does it say about Tyler's mental fortitude always been through this season to be able to put that one through in a tough situation?
I'm so proud of him. So happy for him. Got emotional in my little post-game speech out there. Just the trials and tribulations that he's been throughout this year. Obviously missing one early in the day, hitting the pole on another. You know, he could easily put it in the tank, and 61-yard field goal to win a game against a division rival. That's what stories are made of, and I love him. I respect him so much. Everybody in that locker room is so happy for him, and he's our guy.
Can you walk us through what happens in that moment? Like, and as the kick is about to be attempted, what are you doing? We see you celebrate afterwards, but what are you doing during it? Do you watch? Do you not watch?
Oh, yeah, I watched it. Just, you know, saying a little prayer. And as soon as it goes in, you know, there's 5 seconds left, so I'm screaming, everybody get off the field, because we got to kick off and get a play done. And our defense went out there, and Greg Rousseau executed very well.
Josh, Morris, Hollins, and David Todd today. What does it say about your trust in them and their ability to make it happen?
Yeah, those are 3 guys that just constantly do the right thing, that are in the right spot. You know, they're working their tails off. Those are also 3 guys that are heavy on special teams. So, you know, we know the mantra, what we've been saying each and every week since training camp. And it's just the epitome of what our offense is, and it doesn't matter who it is. It could be anybody on any given day, and that's what we saw today.
Ray only had a few touches, but had, I would say, 90 yards. Just what was he doing that was making him so effective in his game?
I mean, just obviously you see him catching passes out of the backfield. He runs the ball so hard. You know, he just, again, knows his assignment and he does his job, and that's all you need to do in this offense.
Keon had that drop early on and led to the interception. What were the conversations like after that? Obviously, you went back to him again, but what was that kind of like, just talking to him after that play?
Yeah, just, you know, trusting him. 3rd and long, biggest play of the game. Throw one up for him. Obviously, we get the flag to extend the drive, but I trust him implicitly and love the guy, and hopefully he's okay.
This was the 5th time you guys have trailed at the half this season. I know you don't want to be in those positions, but you now feel comfortable in them, or at least a little bit more comfortable.
Well, we want to start fast, you know, and that's you know, been our Achilles heel, and we feel like we're the best, our best in the 3rd and 4th quarter, getting off to a hot start. But if we can put that out in the 1st and 2nd quarter, we're going to be a tough team to beat.
To that point, it seemed like they did a lot of things with pressure and some variations there that were giving you some problems, at least in the first half, until you guys dealt with it.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly, it was a pretty big zone game, whether it was zone pressure or not. You know, they were really forcing us to take everything underneath and hoping that we'd mess up. And, again, just trusting the guys underneath to catch and run, and made some big plays on the play-action pass game, just checking it down. And that's what you can be a dangerous team that way, too.
Josh, this one had a different feel than maybe the Titans game and the Seahawks game. It seemed like you had to grit it out a little bit more. What's it say when you win a game like this and maybe you didn't have your fastball?
Yeah, I mean, this game's hard. You know, the other team, they get paid as well. I'd like to be better, obviously, in the first half, and I'd like to be better in that 2-minute drive. Didn't feel like, again, like you said, didn't have the fastball, but, again, just gutted it out. Mac Hollins, going back to him on 2 consecutive plays there on 3rd down, too, just trusting him. So, yeah, again, it could be anybody, and our guys made some plays today that we needed. Take it.
Take us through that play and how you were able to make it?
Me just having outside contain. I'm seeing the back. He doesn't see me, so I just looked for that opportunity and was able to make the play.
What was your vantage point for the kick?
I'm like right where they was lined up. You know what I'm saying? Amazing play by T-Bass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thankful he made it.
What's it say about Kyer? You know, kind of short notice. Obviously, Bedford couldn't go. Not a tough task facing those receivers and how he played today.
Great, man. I mean, I feel like that's the story of our team. You know what I'm saying? When guys go down, other guys step up, and they play at a just enough high level as the last guy. You know what I'm saying? So just having that is huge. I feel like it's the culture of our team, and I just want to make sure that we continue doing that.
What happened on that play where you got banged up in the first half?
I got kicked in the back by somebody. I don't know, but I just got kicked in the back and just kind of a bruise on my backside, so I'm fine though. I feel good.
Did it feel like they were already on the move there on that first possession in the third quarter? Did it feel like the force and the recovery flipped it for you guys?
I think so. That's the name of the game, though. You know what I'm saying? You got to get turnovers, and we did that. Thankfully, they had a drive going, but when you get turnovers at certain points in the game, it changes the tide for sure.
You had a lot of success running the ball. For you guys, how is that something that you improve moving forward?
I just feel as though they have really great weapons on the outside, so kind of like playing, like kind of letting them run the ball, if I would say, you know what I'm saying? Just not giving up explosive plays. I mean, we still gave up, I think, too many, but just making sure we limit those explosive plays.
If you're going to go into a game with that type of mindset, then how crucial are the plays like your forced fumble?
They're huge, and we preach it every single day. Just making sure that we buy tickets, buy opportunities to get the ball back. Kyer had another one that was really, really close. He was on the ground, but that was a great play as well. You know what I'm saying? So just making sure that when we have opportunities, we make the most of them.
This is another game where you guys were able to erase a deficit at halftime. What changes for you guys as a team?
I don't know. We're just resilient. You know what I'm saying? We know it's a 4-quarter game, and we're not too much worried about the score. Just playing hard and executing. So I'd say we just don't focus on the score and just keep playing because we know it's a 4-quarter game.
At third level, you got to be able to make a guy miss. So that was like the biggest thing in my head was make sure I make him miss. After that, I kind of just blacked out from there. I heard the whole crowd, so I assumed nobody was around me. But thanks Josh for believing in me. Being able to make that pass and being a rookie. To me that shows that he has a lot of trust in me to go out there and make a play. And I'm just blessed that he was able to have that faith in me.
That's not been a common theme. He's looked at you for a couple big plays over the last couple of weeks to have that trust continuing to build. What does that mean for you?
It just shows that he knows I come to work each and every.
Yard touchdown.
Yeah, I was able to get it, and the biggest thing as a running back, once you get to that third level, you got to be able to make a guy miss. So that was like the biggest thing in my head was make sure I make him miss. After that, I kind of just blacked out from there. I heard the whole crowd, so I assumed nobody was around me. But thanks Josh for believing in me. Being able to make that pass and being a rookie. To me that shows that he has a lot of trust in me to go out there and make a play. And I'm just blessed that he was able to have that faith in me.
That's not been a common theme. He's looked at you for a couple big plays over the last couple of weeks to have that trust continuing to build. What does that mean for you?
It just shows that he knows I come to work each and every day, and I take in the opportunities that I get on the field and even off the field, just learning from him, learning what he sees, his reads, and what could be better. Even talking to the O-line, even on runs, after plays or throughout the week. Hey, what can I do better? What do I see? What do y'all see? So just trying to be communicative, the best way I can. Again, as a rookie, everything moves so fast for you, but if you're able to slow everything down and don't be afraid to ask questions, you'll find a lot of success.
That was a 2-play drive, both to you, and then Keon Coleman gets the 2-point convert. It's just the contribution of rookies in that sequence.
Yeah, just not just me and Keon. You got to give our whole class a big round of applause. You got Javon going out there making plays. Same thing with Cole Bishop making tackles on special teams. DC when he was in there. I can go on. There's a lot of us guys who are stepping up and stepping up to the plate. So kudos to those boys. Kudos to Keon. Just again throughout each week he shows you something spectacular about him, and I'm proud of him. That's my roommate, so we always talk about it as much as we can to be able to go out there and just doing what we love to do. So I'm proud of him, but I'm also really extremely proud of our whole rookie class.
You've been through a lot of trials and tribulations personally. For someone like Tyler, who's gone through trials and tribulations professionally, from your perspective, what does it take to get through those and come out successful the way that he did today?
We love T-Bass. T-Bass, again, he comes to work, hard hat on, lunch pail. He does what he has to do. That's a true professional there. Nothing's going to be easy in life, especially for a kicker to go out there and you have to make a huge kick to win the game. Again, we have all the confidence in T-Bass, and he has all the confidence in himself. So, to go out there and hit a 61-yarder, I think it just shows that he's prepared for this moment. He believes in himself. The whole city of Buffalo believes in him, and we believe in him, too, as an organization.
You've gone through this season, even dating back to last year, the ups and downs. What did it mean to you when you watched that ball go through the uprights?
Man, it means everything. Very emotional. Haven't really processed it yet, but just put in a lot of work, man, and was just focused on right here, right now, the present, and being patient with everything, man. You're going to go through ups and downs, but just continue to put your best foot forward. We did that today, so just very emotional, I would say.
What were you thinking about, leading on that during that drive and all that?
Just reminding myself that, I love this. I love this sport. This is what I've dreamed of. And when I was out there, I honestly wasn't thinking about anything. Just went through my process and trusted my preparation, and that was it.
What was your pregame range going that way? Was it out of range?
No, we hit a couple from 58. I didn't really want to overkick in pregame, but I knew if it come down to it, I have the leg for it.
You mentioned it was emotional. Josh also mentioned he got emotional after the game a little bit. What's it mean to hear your teammates continuously just talking about how much they have faith in you?
Man, it means everything. It's why you play the game. You play it for your teammates. And the fact that they've had my back since day one, man, I'd do anything for them. And I'm going to have their back as long as my career is here, you know what I mean? So it means everything, man, and that's what makes this team special. We're close, we have a bond, and we're willing to put it all out there for each other.
When you pick that, obviously it's in between the target, but when do you know it's good? Like the whole way, do you know it's got the leg?
That's a great question. When I hit the contact of the ball, I know I hit it good, and then I look up and I could see it going, and there's not a lot of deviation, and then after that I know.
What's the technical aspect of it all with a kick that long? Obviously, you do different things on different ranges, right? No, you don't.
I don't. No, that kick. When I ran out there, Sam told me, "Hey, it's a 30-yard field goal." So I hit it the same. I was telling someone earlier this week, an extra point to me, I'm hitting the same as a 50-yard field goal. Maybe 61, I hit a little harder, but I don't change elevation, don't change anything. Just swing.
At what point did you know that you were going to go out and attempt that? Because there were a couple of plays where you didn't gain any, you get closer.
I was preparing myself even when Miami was driving down. But when I saw we passed the 50 or at the 45-ish, I was like, okay, I think we're going to have a chance. So
when they brought in Lucas, what was your mindset at that point?
Couldn't control that. Just honestly, I just went deeper into my process. Lucas was a great guy. We had a lot of good conversations. We kicked well, but at the end of the day, I couldn't control anything they were doing, so I just really dove into my process.
Did that take you back maybe to your rookie year when you were competing for the job? It was almost like you had to compete for the job.
It really just, again, I just had to find the love for the game, man. It really just brought me back to my absolute fundamental, my basics. Kept it really simple, man, and just really honed in on what I could do.
What do you think this can mean for you moving forward the rest of the season?
Yeah, this means a lot. I've been really patient, but at the end of the day, man, I'm only as good as my next kick, so take the confidence with it and keep it moving.
You see a lot of guys around the league that make field goals like this. We've seen it probably 10 times this year. Were you thinking, I need my opportunity to do this? Because you hadn't had it yet.
No, I wasn't. I let go of my will for will. I was just going to let whatever happen. I told myself, whatever's going to happen, I'm ready for it. So if it happens, it happens.
You said when they went past the 50, you kind of knew that you needed to be prepared. In that moment, did Sean come up to you and say, hey, is this in your range? Or is it just, hey, the signal goes up that you're going for?
No, we had a certain line, and it was about a yard outside of the line, but Smiley looked at me, and I was already on the field, told him we wanted it. So he trusted me, and I'm thankful that he trusted me to go out there and do what I do.
So you missed one extra point and hit the upright. How do you mentally deal with that when you go out to try 61 yards?
It is what it is, man. Nothing you can do about it.
I mean, is it in your mind at all?
Right after I do a quick dissect. Okay, what happened? Okay, this is what happened. All right, we move forward, make the adjustment, and that's it.
We talked with you in the locker room a few weeks ago. You were pleased with the love that you were shown by the fans.
Yeah.
How did it feel to have that moment in front of the fans here today?
Man, it feels, again, it's very emotional. To go out there and help my team win, man, it's emotional. And for the fans, too, to give them something to cheer about, man, it means a lot.
Thanks, Tyler.